present San Francisco Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, part of the NBC Sports Group.
Barry Zito takes the ball today for the orange and black. The lefty is charged with salvaging a win for the Giants and gaining a series split. To help Zito out, the offense will have to start swinging the lumber. Table setters need to get on base, and big bats have to knock them in. It's the final game of the homestand, and it's coming up next.
Day baseball here at AT&T Park as we get ready to wrap up this four-game series, Mets and Giants. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. A win today for the Giants, and they go 4-6. And Mike, this ends up being a big game. And we've seen Barry Zito throw important games this year, and he's done pretty well.
Well, he has given them a lot of really big games that they absolutely positively needed, and they need some energy going on this road trip into Colorado and St. Louis. If you look at history, he's had good numbers against the Mets, 3-2 lifetime with an ERA in the mid-threes. However, he's going to have to be good, because if you stay with the history theme, you look at Chris Young, who's pitching for the Mets today. The last time they faced him in 2009 with the Padres, he was 2-0 with an 0.59 ERA against him. So he needs to be good. All
right, so it should be a good one, and then the Giants will take off for Denver. All right, when we come back, Amy G is going to take a look at two unbelievable catches this year from Gregor Blanco. More with Amy G and that right after this.
Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Toyota. Check out the great deals at your local Toyota dealer today.
The Giants wrapping up a 10-game homestand with some day game action at the Yard. And for San Francisco Giants, they're looking for a win on this final game of 4 versus the Mets. They need a win to have a happy flight, and they're looking to Barry Zito to set the tone early for them. Welcome back to AT&T Park. I'm Amy Gutierrez, and although it has been a difficult homestand for your San Francisco Giants, there are always highlights, and of course, Gregor Blanco comes to mind. Last night, once again, he simply stunned the opposition with a spectacular catch, and of course, you remember what he did during Matt Cain's perfect game. We're going to take a look at both. It's our AT&T U-verse reverse replay. We go back to June 13th. Blanco in right field, running down a bullet hit by Jordan Schaefer. He makes a game-saving catch, and then August 1st, Blanco once again, but this time in center field, he steals an extra base hit from Jordani Valdespin, and anticipation has paid off for Blanco. He said on both of those plays, he took a couple of steps to the right before the crack of the baton. Those plays have not only put him in Giants highlight reels, but Major League Baseball as making 2 of the best catches so far this season. Just ask Hunter Pence. Pence saying last night it was the best catch he'd seen all season, and Blanco responded, well, you just got here. All right, Blanco's getting a rest today. Pagan is back in the lineup, and Hunter Pence is batting cleanup. Kruk and Kipe will have the entire lineup for you as well as first pitch, but first we're going to check in with our Comcast Sportsnet studios for an update right after these messages. Stay with us.
Well, by definition. It's kind of the same pitch. Yeah.
Park, as we get ready to wrap up this homestand, our game time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission-free boardwalk is open daily. It is a very comfortable 65 degrees here at the yard. We got winds at 8 miles per hour. Check out the humidity, and it is sunny. A little hazy, but lots of sunshine. Here's a lineup that Zito will be facing. It'll go like this. It'll be Tejada, the former Giant Taurus, and then David Wright. You see, Tejada's had a good trip. He's had a good series. Hairston will hit cleanup. Then it's Murphy, Jason Bay, followed by Cedeno 7th, Rob Johnson 8th, and Chris Young 9th.
On the hill today for the Giants will be the veteran Barry Zito. Zito in his 12th year at the big league level, making start number 21. 8-7 with a 3.89 ERA. And when you're hitting off Zito, you know, you're going to see a guy that's going to give you a lot of different looks, a lot of different movements. He's not going to really impress you with his velocity, but he will with his location and his movement. Fastball velocity go 83 to 88 miles per hour. More 83s than 88s. He'll cut the ball, he'll sink it. He's got a slider, curveball, changeup. A lot of different things he'll do with the ball. Against the Mets lifetime, 3-2. Let's take a look at the Giants defense playing behind Barry Zito. In the outfield, from left to right will be Cabrera, Pagan, and Pence. Good arms on the corners. Crawford, Scudero on the left side of the infield. Terrio and Belt on the right side. Hector Sanchez off the disabled list, and he'll be in the squad putting down the signs. And Buster Posey with an off day today.
So here's Tejada. Tejada takes a strike, and that's how this ball game gets started. So we get started at 12:44. Tejada fouls it out of play. Had a good night last night. He went 3 for 4. He opened up the game with a home run off of Matt Cain. Andres Torres on deck. See Buster Posey watching, knowing that it's likely he's going to get into this game at some point. Chopper to Crawford, charging. Crawford on the run, and the long stretch of Brandon Belt, and that's how this game gets started.
Let's take a look at the pitch grips that Barry Zito used today. There's the 4-seam fastball with the thumb and the middle finger lining up, and then you have the forefinger and the thumb line up on the 2-seam fastball. You just throw it like a rock. There's the curveball with the pressure point on the index finger, which is a bit unusual. The only guy on the team to do that. And there's the circle change that he throws off the weak part of his hand, the middle ring and little fingers.
Andres Torres looks at a pitch inside.
The fastball, you throw about 35% of the time. Fastball slider, that's pretty much what you're going to see. He does drop the curveball in and change up to augment those.
Torres started on Monday, injured his hand, and then did not play Tuesday and Wednesday. Here Zito comes in with a 2-0 strike. He has faced Zito before. He's faced him 3 times, and he's 1 for 3 lifetime. Hits this one on the ground, foul. It was Andres Torres on this play where he injured himself.
And it wasn't when Bumgarner came and landed on him either. It was when his hand hit the ground. It was his right thumb, and he jammed it. Been very, very sore, which held him out of the lineup. Very disappointing. Obviously, he wanted to play. But he's been bouncing around this entire ballpark the whole 4-day period the Mets have been here. Obviously, a lot of fans here, and he wanted to say hello to every one of them.
Strike 3 call. Torres looking for something other than that. Now that's when you think about it. You're thinking, what was I thinking when you take a pitch like that?
Well, against Barry Zito, you just don't see that many challenges 3-2. I mean, he's going to throw everything but the kitchen sink at you.
Yeah.
The most social athlete we've ever seen. Shook hands, hugged everybody.
That was the 3rd time he'd seen Hector Sanchez.
Yep.
David Wright hitting .333, 16 home runs, 71 driven in. This is a terrific year for David Wright. Zito's numbers against Wright: 4 for 15 with a double. Wright had 3 hits last night. He had a walk, he had a strikeout. This is cued off the end of the bat, and when you've got those cut bats, that's going to splinter, and part of that end of the bat is laying near home plate.
All right, let's watch the barrel of the bat split. That's a good thing. You can do that to a hitter. When you're facing a guy who threw below the hitting speed like Zito does, was it easier to face him at night or in the day?
You know what? The only thing I remember, Mike, regardless of night or day, is I moved up in the box. Now, whether it was easier at night to move up in the box or the day, my numbers overall proved that I had better numbers at night. I usually didn't get up till about now.
Yes. Yeah, well, yeah, and then you'd have your breakfast at Heidi Pie's.
The 2-2 pitch is just outside, so Zito will go 3-2 to David Wright. And the breaking ball is ball 4.
And there was the breaking ball that Andres Torres was looking for on the 3-2 pitch.
So here's Babe Hairston. Hairston beat the Giants on Monday with a couple of home runs. You see his numbers against Zito: home run, a double, couple of RBIs, 7 hits.
14 lifetime home runs against the Giants. Hence, Babe Hairston.
At the knees, called by home plate umpire Dan Sutton. See the rest of the umpires. It'll be Buckner, Miller, Scott. We've seen them all behind home plate in this series.
You're going to see a strike zone today that can bounce around a little bit. Sutton can be a little inconsistent. And what you get early is no guarantee you're going to get late.
David Wright, he will sneak attack. He's got 12 steals. Two balls and 1 strike.
And you got to pay attention to David Wright. He will run. Get good instincts on the base paths.
Well, that one just came out of the hand of Zito. Very weird. And Sanchez is going to go out.
Well, all of a sudden he's lost command of the strike zone. And Hector Sanchez wants to find out why.
Harrison's 2 home runs the other night.
A rare mistake up from Sergio Romo. And that was a 2-run shot. And then he did it later on in the game with a hanging breaking ball off of the arm of Santiago Casilla. Almost in the same spot.
And the walk. So here's Daniel Murphy. Murphy did not have a hit in the series. 3 walks, a couple of strikeouts. He doesn't have any history against Barry Zito either. I beg your pardon, he does. He's 0 for 3. Zito comes back into the strike zone.
85-mile-an-hour fastball. You're not going to see a lot of blazing fastballs from either of the pitchers today with Chris Young and Barry Zito. They're guys that both throw below the hitting speed. They rely on a lot of off-speed pitches, a lot of movement, a lot of change of pace, move the ball around.
One ball and 1 strike. Zito taking a little walk off the back of the mound. Rubs up the baseball. You got 2 quick outs and then 2 walks. And that's slashed foul. It's now 1-2.
Guy brought his uniform, has the hat folded right. Old player got himself a ball.
His gloves underneath his chair.
Yeah, the only thing missing is his glove, and he's sitting on it.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
Watch how he pancakes this ball in his reception. This is something that Hector Sanchez needs to improve upon. The only way you do that is get down lower, get your elbow below the glove so you can stick that location. Ooh,
that was close.
Just foul. Our ball dude today, Mark Wilson. He's a rookie, and he's psyched. Got a glove, pretty much looks like the glove out in left field.
And another 2-2 pitch. Here it is to Murphy, and it hit him.
We've been talking about how strong his front shoulder is. He just doesn't have any give in his swing. And as he plants that front foot, he's ready to come into the zone, anticipating some kind of break, and it just eats him up. It's like he caught it right in the back of the right hand. And when you say a guy doesn't throw hard, 85 miles an hour, hit you in the back of the hand, believe me, you're feeling it. So 3 free passes from Zito here, and the Mets have got it going. A rally for free.
So here's Jason Bay.
Sitting was going along smoothly. First 2 guys out. Now Zito's set to throw his 27th pitch. Nice curveball.
Bay is 3 for 10 against Zito with a home run. Wright, Hairston, Murphy aboard. 1 ball and 1 strike. Crawford's not going to get it. It's going to knock in a pair, and it's 2-0 New York.
I mean, you really set yourself up for failure when you create the jam with a couple of walks and a hit batsman. Big breaking ball, pretty much the same pitch he threw to start out the at bat. So Bay had seen it. This is the second time it gets up a little bit, and now you got a problem. So Dave Righetti going to go out there and give Zito a bit of a breather, as it has gone 29 pitches into this inning.
A ground out, a strikeout, a walk, a hit batter, and a single. Cedeno hitting .265, a couple of home runs, 12 RBIs. And a strike, and it's 0-1.
He's getting strike 1. That was pitch number 30.
At second base is Murphy. At first base is Jason Bay. Hit the left field. Cabrera over, and it's off his glove. Coming in to score is Murphy. Right behind him is Bay, and it's 4-0. And it's a play Cabrera should have made.
He pulls this ball to the right of Cabrera. Had to go a long way for it. Reaches back over his head, and you're right. You get that much glove on it as an outfielder, you're going to think you should make the play. So this has been a disastrous first inning, and that has been ruled a hit.
And here's Rob Johnson. And Johnson takes a strike. Johnson hitting .289 with 4 RBIs. And he's now behind quickly 0-2.
See the pitch count, a lot of balls. 2 walks and a hit batsman have really come back to haunt Zito here in the first.
.35 pitches now for Zito. Scudero will tag the runner, and that'll end the inning. Giants have some work to do already. It's 4-0 New York. And here's the Giants lineup. They'll try to get back into this game. It'll be Scudero, Terrio, and Melky Cabrera. Hunter Pence, the cleanup hitter, followed by Sanchez and then Angel Pagan. Belt will hit 7th, Crawford 8th, Zito 9th.
Chris Young on the hill today for the Mets. All 6 foot 10 inches of him. He's making his 11th start. 2-5 on the year. 4.58 ERA. Out of Princeton. You don't see many guys out of the Ivy League that have had the career that he has had. And when you hit off of Chris Young, because of his height, 6'10", and his high 3/4 release, he's a little bit unusual. And you're going to see a fastball, not a blazer. It'll go 84 to 90, more 84s than 90s. And he will cut it. He can sink it. And he's got a slider, a curveball, and a changeup. Pretty much the 4 pitches you see for most starting pitchers. The curveball is an acute break. It's a 12-6 break, and he can spot it right in and left side of the plate. He'll use the opposite side of the plate a lot against left-handed hitters, and the changeup's a good one.
Here's Marco Scudero to lead things off. Scudero hitting .277. 4 home runs, 32 RBIs. And bang bang, just like that, Scudero behind in the count, 0-2.
Chris Young will pound the zone.
Murphy moves over behind the bag and beats Scudero 1 out.
Let's take a look at the defense that the Mets will employ behind Chris Young today. Starting in the outfield from left to right, it'll be Bay, Torres, and Hairston. Tejada in right and the left side, Cedeno and Murphy on the right side, and Rob Johnson will be in the squad putting down the signs.
So here's Terrio. Terrio hitting .267. He's got 22 RBIs. Three for 12 in the series as he fouls this one down the right field line and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Oh yeah, we got a guy making a play. And the bad news, you get up a 4 spot in the first. The good news is you got a lot of outs. Try and get him back.
Hit out to right field for Hairston. Two outs, and here's Melky Cabrera. Ten for 37 on the homestand for Melky Cabrera. See, Hunter Pence is on deck. Still leads the major leagues in hits with 142.
He's cooled off the last 5 games, just 3 for his last 21. He's not had many soft spots in the schedule this year where he has had a 3 for 21. Very consistent since day one.
Down the left field line. Is it fair? You bet. And it'll be a ground rule double for Melky Cabrera. So the Giants trying to do what the Mets did, and that's come up with some 2-out thunder. Pence last night in his Giants debut went 0 for 4. And the first pitch to Pence is high.
And he said he was a little overamped last night, as you can imagine. The reception he got, a standing ovation when he was announced his first at bat, kind of overwhelmed him.
Skies one to left. Moving over is Bay, and Bay will put it away, and that'll end the inning. We will head to the second. It's 4-0 New York.
Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Wendy's. Stop by Wendy's for a Baconator today. 2 hot and juicy beef patties and fresh cooked Applewood smoked bacon.
4-0 New York, second inning. It'll be Young, Tejada, and Torres facing Barry Zito. Young is 2 for 14.
Great strike zone pitch here. It's pretty much the case with guy 6'10".
It is a good strike zone.
There should be no walks here.
Young has faced Zito 9 times. 3 for 9. 2 balls and 1 strike. Scudero gets the third hop and flips it to Belt. All right, Amy G's here. Amy, what's up?
All right, guys, you've got a quick player update. The Giants obviously have activated Hector Sanchez. They optioned Eli Whiteside to make room for Sanchez, and they have activated reliever Shane Lukes and optioned outfielder Justin Christian to make room for Lukes. Guys, they're going to go heavy with 13 pitchers for a while. Dwayne?
All right.
Yeah, it's that time of year. August, the arms get tired. You need a little help.
Yeah, plus you're going into Denver where you may need extra arms. Tejada bounced out to Crawford to open up the ball game. Andres Torres is on deck. And a good pitch to make it 0-2. Zito now with 42 pitches. And that 0-2 pitch is high. Mets are 3 games under 500 on the road. That means they're an even 500 at home. Scudero on a nice play on a one hop. 2 down.
Well, nice play, I'll say.
This is a pretty good swing on another breaking ball.
And for a guy who hasn't played a whole ton of third base in his career, you'd never know it. You know, but I guess for a guy who's always had good hands, a ground ball is a ground ball. You just don't have as much time. Here, a crossover step, slides into it, 360, squares, and shoots him down with all the time in the world. Beautiful.
Torres takes a strike.
What do you say we make this our forward right choice, and why not? Time a guy gets 360s to a back foot, squares, and shoots a guy down, it's worthwhile. Our forward right choice.
Hunter Pence a long run, and he's not going to get there. He will spin around and let fly, and Torres slides in. Is the ball one-hopped Crawford.
Well, that's an AT&T double. You don't get anywhere else. Right fielders play so far off the line that you really are exposed when the guy throws a ball down the line. If he's playing normal positioning, that's a can of corn. But just gives you an idea of the athleticism that Pence has. Watch how quickly he gets this ball, gets set up, and throws a strike. Just a short hop to Crawford. Had he been able to handle it, they may have had a chance to get him. It would have been a nice play from Crawford's standpoint. It was not an easy one to handle because of the short hop. But still, Pence with an outstanding arm. And he showed it there.
Here's David Wright. Wright takes a strike. It was Wright who started things off after 2 outs by drawing a walk in the first inning. He hooks this one foul.
Oh, he held it long enough.
Are you? Come on. Look at, and the wife just whacked him. It's like, okay, I'm in on you, but me? I'm not talking to you, pal.
Oh my Lord. Don't worry, he'll forget about that in
Never.
about 30 years. That's rough.
Oh my goodness. You do everything right. You get the right seat.
You got your glove.
Oh, you got friends and family, and it's not fair.
It is not fair. But you got to make a play. Let's go, Meat. I got it. I got this one. I got it. Ew. Ew.
Melky Cabrera coming in. He's not going to get it. And David Wright knocks in Andres Torres. Well, this one is a couple of doinks. The Mets are thinking that they need a few of these after the last 3 innings last night.
The last 3 innings last night, they hit into 3 double plays with the bases loaded. You don't see that every day. Well, here, a pitch that gets up the bat. David Wright just throws a soft little fly ball. And with 2 outs and good speed with Andres Torres, an easy score. And again, some 2-out thunder.
So here's Hairston. Hairston takes high, 1 ball and no strikes. Hairston drew a walk in the first. Melky Cabrera, if this comes down, and it will, and that'll end the inning. Babe Hairston almost did it again. A run for the Mets. 5-0.
Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Big O Tires. Tires, service, straight talk. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Well, on Saturday, August 25th is America's Cup Day at AT&T Park. You need a special ticket. You get access into Triples Alley. You get food and beverage, complimentary, and a special edition America's Cup themed Giants cap. 415-972-2298, sfgiants.com/special events. Hector Sanchez, 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2 with Pagan to follow. And Sanchez fights it off to see another pitch. Fastball high, 2-2. Giants picked up a hit, a Cabrera double in the first inning. Shallow left field for Bay. 1 out.
I think one of the hardest types of pitcher to come back when you're down by a lot of runs in a game is a guy that is an off-speed guy like Chris Young. You want to get things back and you want to get them all back in a hurry. You really have to be patient. You got to take what Chris Young gives you. He's the type of guy that can frustrate you if you try and get up there and hit the 5-run home run. He has to pitch either on top of the strike zone or at the bottom of the strike zone. He does not have stuff that he can make mistakes to location in the middle of the strike zone with.
And if you don't walk people, you're going to have to earn every base runner that you get.
There's that backdoor breaking ball, that curveball he'll use a lot with lefties. It's an acute break, that 12-6 break. He's got really nice command with it on both sides of the plate.
Check swing roller. Wright will take his time. He threw out his old teammate, 2 outs.
Hairston thought he had a home run at the end of the inning. This is the out that ended it halfway into the warning track, really not close to the wall. He thought he had a home run. That's our Toyota Exmo on the Wow, brought to you by your local Toyota dealers.
Here's Belt. Belt hitting .237, 4 home runs, 33 RBIs.
I didn't think he got it that good.
Well, Belt drives one to right. Moving back is Hairston, and it's going to be off the wall. It is out in Triples Alley, and Belt now is going to go for 3, and he'll make it. The ball's carrying pretty good out to right center field.
Maybe not be carrying to left, according to Scott Hairston, but it's definitely carrying out towards Triples Alley. This is a day where there's not a whole lot of wind. He gets a fastball up, and he says, "Thank you very much." It's right over the head of Hairston, who was playing him deep and towards the gap. And this is where it starts to rattle around out there at Triples Alley. Took a long time for Hairston to dig that out.
Here's Crawford. Crawford takes outside as Zito is on deck. Right down the pipe, 1 ball and 1 strike.
You see a lot of high fastballs from Young. And I don't believe he's going to give Crawford a whole lot to him with Zito on deck.
2-2.
A swing through on an 86-mile-an-hour fastball, middle end, just above the knees. And Crawford has to take a little walk out of the batter's box and have a word with himself.
Got him. Third inning coming up.
In 1959, that's when Giants first baseman Willie McCovey hits the first of his 521 Major League home runs off Ron Klein. Giants down the Pirates 5-3, and Johnny Antonelli wins his 15th game. And that's our McDonald's True Stories. There's Stretch, the great Willie McCovey. As he so often will do, he sits here right next to us and loves his Giants.
Here's Daniel Murphy. Murphy in the first inning with runners on first and second and 2 outs. He was hit on the hand, and that loaded the bases. This is hit out to right field and fairly deep. Hunter Pence puts it away. Had some warning track shots. Outs. Here's Bay. Bay knocked in a pair of runs with a base hit in the first. Scudero on the back end. 2 outs. Well, the Giants have added a special night to honor Matt Cain. It's Friday, August 10th. The first 40,000 fans will receive commemorative pin presented by PlayStation. So get to the ballpark early. There'll be a great ceremony. Go to sfgiants.com to purchase tickets now.
For Zito, it has been a problem getting the first 2 outs.
Got the first 2 outs in the first. Got the first 2 outs in the second. Line them up. Cedeno doubled off of Melky Cabrera's glove in the first inning. It knocked in a pair of runs. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Pagan, and that'll end the inning. First 1, 2, 3 inning for Zito. Zito will lead things off. Giants still have work to do.
Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Cache Creek's Tropical Riches. Win cash and prizes daily through September 3rd. Visit cachecreek.com for details.
5-0 lead for the Mets. And here's Barry Zito. Zito on the year is 3 for 32. He takes a strike. Scudero and then Terrio. Giants behind early. Forced to play catch up before they go on the road. Breaking ball 1-2.
Pretty shallow defense in the outfield that the Mets will use against Zito. It's about right.
Slow tapper to Murphy. Murphy to Young, 1 out. And here's Scudero.
We'll see what kind of adjustments the Giants make the second time through the lineup. It is an adjustment when you're facing a guy that's below the normal hitting speed. You don't get a lot of movement with Chris Young. In fact, if you're a scout and you say I have a guy who's 6'10", he throws 85 miles an hour and it's straight, you wouldn't get a whole lot of offers to sign that guy. But Young is different. He doesn't make many mistakes out over the middle of the strike zone. He's got a number of different pitches he can throw off that fastball.
Scudero hooks it foul.
It just gives you another example of how you don't have to throw 96 miles an hour to get big league hitters out. It's all about upsetting the timing of the hitter, and he can do that.
Well, he hasn't walked anybody. He's got 1 strikeout.
Inside, outside, up, down. He cuts it. He'll throw a slider, throw a curveball, changeup, sinker. Not a whole lot of movement, but different than what you normally see.
David Wright gets a short hop. 2 outs.
All right, time now for our Geico quote of the game. Ryan Terrio on his new teammate, Hunter Pence, he said he can run. He gives you a professional at bat. He's a dangerous hitter. He hits hard ground balls, which always fits here. And he's got good walk-up music. Always boy band stuff.
Terrio hit a ball well into right field, but not in this park. With Melky Cabrera on deck, Giants in the first inning had a 2-out double. In the second inning, a 2-out triple. So this is probably a 2-out single. On a play, 1 ball and 1 strike.
What a home run. Hadn't hit one yet as a Giant.
Could do that.
It's usually good for a couple of years.
Curveball is high, 2 balls and a strike. Tejada at short, and Young with his first 1-2-3 inning, and it comes here in the third. We'll go to the fourth. It remains 5-0 New York.
Pence ended up in jersey number 8. He was number 3 in Philly. Well, that's retired here. It was Bill Terry's jersey, so he didn't have that option. He actually told me that 8 was the number that he wore when he was a little boy, and it's the first time that he's been able to ask in the major leagues for the number, and it was available. So a childhood number for Hunter Pence. Dwayne?
All right, Amy. See, Amy gets the good stuff. Here's Rob Johnson. Johnson bounced out to Scudero in the first inning.
Well, I mean, it can be a problem when you get traded to an organization that's been around 130 years.
As far as getting a number you might want?
Well, the Giants have 9 retired. Yeah. If you want any of those, you're out of luck. So you just kind of roll with it.
3-1 now to Rob Johnson.
So he got a number he liked. It's hard to believe that he got a single digit.
Yeah. Driven to right. Pence will run it down. And the dugout store, they didn't waste any time.
Nope. Pence, number 8. And we've seen a couple out here at the yard already. And he does look good in the Giants unit.
He does. Here's Young. Young hits one out to Pence. Pence will drift back.
All right, time now for our trivia questions brought to you by AT&T. The question today: name the San Francisco Giant who played the most games while wearing the number 8. Let you think about that a little bit. It's great. You play the numbers game with Giants fans, and they start off with 1, and they go as far as they can go, and they have to name a player that wore that number. Could be anybody. Go on those giant caravans or those giant cruises is always a game we play. You can't beat them.
There's a strike to Tejada.
Number 13, Cody Ross.
Mark Davis.
Ricardo Alfonso.
Ernie Camacho.
Omar Vizquel.
Jared Phillips.
We still can't beat him.
1 ball and 1 strike. Little flare, and Pagan at the shoe tops makes the catch. Cabrera, Pence, and Sanchez coming up.
Authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LP.
Mets jumped out early. It's 5-0 New York. Here's our AT&T trivia question. Name the San Francisco Giant who played the most games wearing jersey number 8. Joe Youngblood, our old teammate, in the time frame that we played.
That's right. Well, and you said you thought it was going to be Kurt Manwaring. I thought you had it right.
Cabrera, who doubled in his last at bat, takes a pitch wide, 1-0. (2-0). Pence on deck. And a shot out into Triple's alley, and we'll see if this is indeed a triple. The Milkman likes to run. He is on the go, and the Milkman is going to deliver a triple.
Well, that was loud. And Cabrera's got 2 legs of the cycle, the double and the triple after 2 at-bats. He gets a fastball middle in right at the belt. They set away with it. It goes the other side of the plate, and that is room service. Finds the gap in right center, and he knows once it gets out that way, you got to think 3 bags, and he was off to the races early on. A stand-up variety.
Here's Pence. Pence hits one off the end of the bat. Coming in and catching is Torres. Here's the throw home, and sliding is Cabrera, and the Giants are on the board.
So Pence gets the job done on a first pitch fastball. The Giants finally put a ding in the scoreboard against Young. And that happened fast. 2 pitches, triple, sac fly, okay.
Here's Hector Sanchez. Sanchez takes high, 1 ball and no strikes. Angel Pagan is on deck. Young with 48 pitches. Out of play, 1-2. Trying to keep Sanchez off balance, and he did on that last pitch. Hit out to right field. Hairston with room. 2 outs. And here's Pagan.
They're talking about team offenses today with Keith Hernandez, who is the color analyst with the Mets, former MVP in the National League with the Cardinals, a native of San Francisco, and a guy we've known and respected a long time. And he says the one thing about having a team that can hit home runs is they get you back in a game in a hurry when you're down. Keith Hernandez, his partner Gary Cohen.
Gary Cohen, longtime radio. He started out in the radio booth, and about probably what 5 or 6 years ago he made the switch.
Yep, now he has to wear a tie every day. They're a good team. They do an excellent job. Hernandez was on 2 World Championship teams, one with the '82 Cardinals, and they were not a home run team, and the other one, the '86 Mets, and they were a home run team. And he says that was the difference between the 2 teams. The '86 Mets could come back a lot quicker because of the fact that they had guys who could hit the ball in the ballpark. So the Giants are kind of like the '82 Cardinals here at AT&T. When they're on the road, they're kind of like the '86 Mets. They hit their home runs there.
So Pagan strikes out as Young pulls the string. There's a Hernandez fan. 5-1 New York.
Yeah, you talk about key acquisitions at the trade deadline since 2001. Well, the Giants have got Jason Schmidt, Kenny Lofton, Freddie Sanchez, Javier Lopez, Ramon Ramirez, Carlos Beltran, and this year Hunter Pence added his name to that list. And that is your Farmers Insurance report card.
Here's Andres Torres. Torres doubled and scored. A little bloop down the right field line. The difference right now in this game are the 3 gift base runners in the first inning. 2 walks and a hit batter.
And hit batter came with a 2-strike count. Monday we watched the levitation of Andres Torres. And he just kind of did that to stay in shape. Not a problem.
Yeah, there are some things that our people in the truck really enjoy. That was one of them.
Oh.
We might show that from Denver tomorrow night.
Could be the play of the week.
Foul back 2-2.
One thing you learn when you're a big leaguer is if you can do something pretty good, never brag about it, because chances are there's somebody in that room that can do it better than you. Remember Lenny Randall?
Yeah.
We were in Chicago one day, and TV was on, and they were talking about martial arts guys. And we were in a room that had like about an 8.5-foot ceiling, a normal ceiling. And the guy on TV said, well, you know, I can jump up and I can kick the ceiling. And he does it. And everybody kind of went, wow, that's unbelievable. Lenny Randall was not impressed. And we wanted to know why. And he says, because I can do that. Really? Do it. And he did it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even hard. Didn't even warm up.
Too bad the guy on TV didn't watch him do it. Kind of killed the drill. My favorite Andres Torres moment in the series was his first at bat, when, as he walked up to home plate, before Rennell introduced him, he had his helmet off. And he was waving it.
A little premature.
Here's David Wright. So you walk Torres to get to Wright. Not really a good idea.
Well, and with that, the Giants start to get some activity. Shane Lukes, who was just activated, getting ready in the Giants bullpen.
Torres is going to tag up. Pagano's going to catch. Here's the throw. Torres is caught halfway. The throw to first, not in time.
Well, that was exciting. And they almost got him.
Oh, I miss that guy.
He's got happy feet.
You never know what he might do.
He got halfway with great intention, then all of a sudden he realized it was not a good idea, and he just gets back underneath the swipe tag of Belt. First base umpire C.B. Buckner making the safe call.
So here's Hairston, who missed the home run by 5 feet in his last at bat. Tell you what, he's got the Yuckadoo hack going right now.
All right, let's take the wild ride of Andres Torres halfway and realize, hey, I'm going to tag up. So he gets back, almost misses the bag. Okay, we're good. And right here, it's like, yep, and it's yep. One more time. And that's the Andres Torres ride.
Oh, my goodness. 0-2 to Hairston. Come on, please.
Now, those 4 guys, who do you think is going to get it? All right, the right guy got it.
Oh. Yep.
Our ball dude. in a very protected spot over there. Mark Wilson.
Come on.
Hey,
you can't be hiding that far back.
He's going to be. I think he's going to kind of crawl in the tarp tube here in the next inning. Mark, you got to get exposed a little bit more. You can't get ground balls from over there.
They're sitting in your living room, for crying out loud. Chopper to third, but it's foul.
And there's Rick Bellison, who's a veteran. He's been here, I think, 3 times now.
That's behind the scoreboard in center field. It's really not that great a view of the game. But the food will keep you there for a while.
The food's ridiculously good. Lots of options out there, too.
Waiting for Hairston to get back in the box. 1 out, 1 on. Now Zito's ready. Line drive, base hit. Cabrera will get to it. They throw behind. Torres not in time.
Wow. He's doing his best to try to get picked off, and it's been close twice. Base hit, and Cabrera's got a good arm, and he has no problem throwing behind. All right, this is Andres Torres' wild ride number 2. Yeah. They almost get him. And how close was it as we look at our Exmo? Not really that close. Exciting though.
Here's Murphy. Murphy out of play. Murphy hit by a pitch in the first and then a fly ball to right field in the third. And Murphy goes around. The Giants do have time in this game to get back in it, but they cannot fall behind too much more.
Well, you're right. That's why Bochy has his bullpen cranking it up. You see Shane Lukes.
.83 pitches for Zito. Hit on the ground into right field, a base hit. Here comes Pence. Torres is going to score easily, and it's now 6-1. So the leadoff walk to Andres Torres eventually scores, and that's going to be it for Zito. So we're going to get a double switch. Gregor Blanco is going to come in, and so is Shane Lukes. So when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. We'll be back.
inning. Shane Lukes is the new pitcher. He's a right-hander.
Lukes, 11 games this year, no record, 4.50 ERA, 19 hits in 16 innings, 3 walks against 8 strikeouts. He's got 4 pitches. Low 90s fastball. He can cut and sink it. Got a curveball, slider, and a changeup. Uses the spike grip on the curveball. On the double switch, Gregor Blanco will hit the 9th position. He now comes into center field. Pitcher's position in the lineup will be 6.
So Jason Bay takes a strike.
Luke's missed 27 games with a neck strain, which put him on the disabled list.
Oh yeah, Mom raised us right.
Gamer Babe's sister.
Bay goes around. It's 1-2.
Seen a lot of Gamer Babes out here during this homestand. I always like it when you bring signs. We find you.
Two and 2 to Jason Bay.
Saw that 1-2 sinker. He's pitching for that ground ball, and he can get him. One of his attributes: strike thrower, can get you a ground ball, can get you a strikeout.
And he strikes out Bay. Bay knew it. So 2 outs here in the 5th.
Backdoor sink and nailed down a knee-high location. I'm talking absolutely perfect location. And Jason Bay says, "Yeah, I'm out." Sometimes guys ring themselves up.
Yeah, I mean, Jason Bay might look back at that pitch and say, maybe I left a little too early there. Here's Cedeno. Cedeno doubled off of Cabrera's glove in the 1st inning, then hit a fly ball to center field in the 3rd. There's Dad bringing his kid to the game. Both look a little depressed. We need to liven things up for this group.
Yeah, we need to get them a little fired up. Trying to see to score a few runs.
Inside corner, it's a ball and a strike to Cedeno. Well, you see kids that age, school's going to start pretty soon, right? I know that's not maybe what they want to hear.
Yeah, just a few weeks away.
Two balls and a strike. Yep.
Just watching ball with the old man. Doesn't get any better than that.
Cedeno, a little flare into center field, and it's going to fall in front of Blanco, and that's going to be another run at 7-1. So all the hits the Mets thought they should have had last night are coming today.
Well, last night they stranded 13 runners. You don't see too many 2-1 ball games that last 3 hours, but last night the Giants were in the stretch all night long. And to their credit, I mean, they turned back a lot of rally possibilities. In the last 3 innings, 3 bases loaded double plays. But in the end, the Mets prevailed 2-1.
Giants pitching issued 9 walks last night. Here's Rob Johnson. Johnson takes outside. It's 2-0. (7-1) New York. 5th inning. Foul to make it 2 balls and 1 strike.
All right, he's sneaking up to a better spot, getting a little more courage.
Well, his glove's not big enough. No wonder he's hiding.
Well, that glove is older than you are. So are those shoes.
3-1 to Rob Johnson.
And there you go.
Maybe not quite as old as that one. Three balls and 1 strike. Terrio. And that'll finally end the inning. 2 more runs for the Mets. 7-1 New York. Ask Crooked Kite. Nora from Los Banos wants to know, do pitchers check the pitch speed? If so, how often? And does this hurt or help them?
They absolutely check the pitch speed. And a lot of guys do it after every pitch. And it does hurt some guys. If you're a brain dead heaver and a guy that just wants to put a number up on the board, and there are guys that like that in this league, guys that throw high 90s, they'll check and see how it's going up there on the board. But those guys can be messed with because some organizations will mess with those speeds on the board.
Sure. Belt tripled in the second.
I would find it hard to believe that. That there was a pitcher in the big leagues that never checked. I think everybody checks to a degree as to what type of fastball they have.
Belt lifts this one out to left field. Bay makes the catch, 1 out.
Yeah, she's on the phone, she's texting, and she's tracking Dave Fleming, who twitters
at Fleming Dave.
That's right.
Here's Crawford. Crawford fouls it back. No balls and 1 strike. Dave loves the Twitter.
He's actually got a good one.
I don't think John knows where to find the Twitter. 0-2. He just recently started to text. Outside to Crawford, who struck out in the second inning. Some good fans with good attitude. 1-2 pitch to Crawford is high, 2-2. Blanco to follow. He would right way off the line at third. See the defense, the way it's set up, right off the line at third, in the outfield pretty much straight away. Foul back.
Okay, what does it say? Don't change until the game's over. Well, okay.
2-2.
Yep. Bring them on, all the new ones, the newbies.
No swing, and it's 3-2.
It's great. We see a lot of first-timers out here. Young couples bringing their babes or small children. Yeah, she's got her pigtails in. It's quite an event.
Crawford lifts this one up. Right at home plate. Johnson hangs in there, 2 outs.
Yeah, that was straight up. I know one thing. If it gets out there in the middle of diamond, I know who's going to win the jump ball.
And he'll be the hardest guy to get out of the way, too.
It'll be the 6'10" Chris Young on the hill. Can you imagine watching the Mets walk through a terminal if they ever have to fly commercial with Chris Young at 6'10" and John Rauch at 6'11"?
There's some confused spectators.
And you would think it would be an NBA team floating through.
Blanco hitting at 240. He started out red hot since his tailed off. And he takes wide, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. On a play, 2-2. There's John Rauch. Timeout is called.
I mean, that's a pretty unique handle. John Rauch, the tallest player to ever have played the big leagues at 6'11".
Blanco waves at a pitch in the dirt, and he'll be thrown out. And that is the 3rd strikeout for Chris Young. We will head to the 6th.
freeze cam. We go back to the second inning, and Ruben Tejada hits a bolt to the left of Marco Scudero, who puts a snag on a one hop. He goes into a slide, 360, squares up, and shoots him down. And that's our Coors Light freeze cam, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Here's Young from Luke's, and he takes a strike. Tejada. And then Andres Torres, and there's a base hit to right field for the pitcher. When the pitcher gets a hit, we go to Amy G. Amy?
All right, Dwayne and Mike, now pay attention, guys. This one was for you. This is a bull shooting on csnbayarea.com. It's brought to you by GoPro Cameras. I chat with Billy Hayes, the bullpen catcher. Guys, we discussed at length why you keep calling him an ugly finder. He has a few words for you. And we get a special visit from Madison Bumgardner, who tries to play a little joke on us at csnbayarea.com. It is bull shooting. Dwayne.
Should be Bill shooting if you're talking about Billy Hayes. Here's Billy Hayes. A lifer.
Ruben Tejada. Hit out to Hunter Pence. Look, when you're doing TV and you get a shot of Billy Hayes, there is not a whole lot of arguing you can make about an ugly finder. If you're doing radio, maybe you can argue.
Well, he's got catcher face bad. He had it. I was with the Cubs when Billy Hayes come up as a rookie. Kid out of Nebraska, always sweet set of hands. I mean, he's one of the really great receivers that I ever threw to. And he had catcher face when he was 21 years old. I mean, you knew he was going to be around the game a long time. And he's done it all. He's coached, he's managed, played, done everything in this game. And he's a lifer. If you want an answer from this guy, you're going to get one. And he's not going to sugarcoat anything for you.
Yeah, he's honest as the day is long. 1 ball and 1 strike. Torres has scored twice.
If you're a young catcher, you know, he'll teach you right.
Torres, potential double play ball. 4-6-3. So Luke gets a double play ball. That's the top of the order for the Giants. Trying to work some magic in the 6th.
Is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Get the All-American Jack Combo at Jack in the Box. It's a no-nonsense burger with fries and a drink for only $4.99 plus tax at participating stores.
But Monday, August 13th is Frank Sinatra Tribute Night at AT&T Park. Your special event package will include a ticket to the Monday night game against the Nationals and a Frank Sinatra Giants bobblehead. Again, the bobblehead is only available to those purchasing this special ticket. For tickets, call 415-972-2298 or go to sfgiants.com/special events.
So for the Giants, it'll be the top of the order.
Hey, the duck boats are here.
Yes, they are.
Always something going on in the bay. Yep. And the Cove.
Scudero is bounced out twice. Breaking ball hit out to left. It's Bay who moves back, and he'll put it away. 1 out. And that'll bring up Terrio. Terrio is flied out and bounced out. Hit a ball well to right field in the first inning.
Third time through. And so far it's been all Chris Young. Giants have not been able to put together an attack. It's the leadoff triple by Melky Cabrera in the fourth and a sac fly from Hunter Pence. And that's it. That's the one Young wants you to swing at right there.
Now, if you look at that without looking at the radar gun, you'd think that was at least 92 or 3.
At least.
And it was 85. That's last pitch at 85. But that's that tall pitcher you're talking about, throwing downhill.
Well, and with a short arm release. I mean, a short arm to high 3/4.
And Terrio's going to dig one out and line it right to the left fielder Bay for out number 2.
And that's why guys like Chris Young, who are not going to beat themselves up, they're not going to walk anybody, they're going to make you put the ball in play. And they can really frustrate you when you're down by a bunch like today. .76 pitches through 5 2/3. The only guy who's really aired him out is in the batter's box right now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Young has anything to get Cabrera out. He is out in front, however, now no balls and 2 strikes. That last fastball at 86. There you go. Hit on the ground, foul. This was the triple in the 4th inning, right into right center field.
One of the few locations that Young has missed with. They sent the target away, came across the plate middle in, and Cabrera jumped on it.
Tomahawked out of play. Giants, if everything stays the same in Denver, will face an old teammate tomorrow night in Jonathan Sanchez, and a base hit for Cabrera.
And that's 3 legs of the cycle. He only lacks the home run.
So here's Pence. Hunter Pence flied out in the first, and then a sacrifice fly in the 4th. High fly ball to left. Bay moving underneath it, shading his eyes, and he puts it away, and that'll end the inning. Hunter Pence, 2 balls that he needs to save for tomorrow night.
Dead have once again teamed up to offer fans exclusive co-branded merchandise. From t-shirts to hats to iPhone covers, this exclusive Grateful Dead and Giants collection was something for everyone. This merchandise can be found only at Giants Dugout Stores. Go to Giants Dugout Stores, the official team shop of your San Francisco Giants.
Here's David Wright. Out of play, no balls and 1 strike.
No, they will not stop believing. And I believe that you will not stop believing. The Giants need to crank up this offense a little bit more to make that believe and a little bit easier.
Wright walked, singled, he's flied out. Inside and low. Shane Lukes, and the 2-1 pitch to Wright, and he bounces it foul.
That's good movement on that sinker that Lukes throws up there at the knees. Man brought his glove. Hazy.
Two and 2 with Hairston to follow.
No swing, says C.B. Buckle.
And he did not go, so it's a full count.
Solid foundation hitter.
And a leadoff walk here in the 7th inning. And here's Hairston. Hairston has walked. He's hit a fly ball to deep left field that was caught, and then he singled and scored in the 5th. He's scored twice in this game. At the knees, and it's 0-1.
Now, the beautiful thing about a sinker baller is, you can walk a big hitter like Wright and still get out of a bad situation by getting a ground ball and get you 2 outs. And Lutz can do that. Kids are here.
That runs inside. It's a ball and a strike. Belt holding on right. Low, 2-1. Luke's got a double play ball in the 6th inning. See if he can get one here. It's tapped to Scudero. That's one. And just a bit high, but it bounces off that short screen in front of the dugout.
Well, one thing about Ryan Terry, he's going to get off a throw. Even with somebody breathing down his neck like David Wright. But here, I think he felt David Wright. The Giants didn't catch a break without that, with the ball hitting the net in front of the dugout. So they don't lose another 90 feet and they keep that force in order. Terry does not come across the bag, does he?
He does not. He hasn't played that much of second base. As Murphy takes low, where you can pick up a variety of ways to turn the double play.
Do you think that's something that you're seeing less and less as baseball?
Yeah, you don't see guys come across anymore. The 1-0 pitch to Murphy is a bit wide. 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, do you think that all happened? Guys started using the bag to protect themselves and didn't come across the bag when they changed the rules for contact at second base?
Yeah, I think that probably has something to do with it. This is rolled foul. Problem is you get a better chance of getting whacked turning it without going across the bag than you do the other way.
Clay Hensley heading down the Giants' pen. Now, one thing you can't do anymore, you can't barrel roll a guy. If he uses that bag to protect himself and stays behind the bag, it's kind of hard to get him if you're just in a slide.
Yeah, but you still see guys that go across the bag. Murphy takes wide. It's 3-1.
And that used to be the standard way to come across. And take that double play.
All right. Both you guys, knock it off.
Yeah, they're having fun.
Up the middle, over the bag, into center field, a base hit. Oh, they're having a good time. And the kid on the left's got really one of my favorite all-time snacks, I got to tell you.
Cheetos.
Yeah, they're having a ball. They could care less what the score is. Now, if I'm the guy on the left, I wipe my hands on the other guy's shirt.
Well,
because you can't eat Cheetos unless you're wearing orange.
Well, they're dressed appropriately for a bag of Cheetos. About halfway into that bag.
Look, legs are moving, yapping away.
It's a great age when you can sit in a baseball seat and your feet don't touch the ground.
I mean, they're not even at the age where you're talking about girls yet.
That's about 2 weeks away.
Dave Righetti's going to come out. Good. We can watch these guys. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. I want that kid on my left to be at every banquet that we speak at. He was a great audience. The other guy, he's the straight guy.
He's not sharing his Cheetos.
You know what? I just about had enough of that, pal.
He hasn't even flinched.
So he's not sharing. That's the deal.
No, sorry, pal. You can beat me up. I'm not giving you a Cheeto. Take a hike. And he's got some severe orange fingers.
And he's digging deep. He's got the small ones left. He's about 30 seconds away from just holding the bag up and letting gravity move it in.
No, when he's done eating, he's going to dump it on his guy's head. He's going to put it right over the top. He'll take a beating before he shares a Cheeto.
Hit out to Hunter Pence, who's moving back. And Hunter Pence on the track will put it away. Tagging is Hairston. He goes to third. Something must have happened. We heard some people applaud.
Not sharing.
I'm saying these guys are neighbors.
There's some things in this world you do not share.
Yeah, your boogers and your Cheetos. Hey, easy. Get that thing out of there.
No, it's not the first time he's been there.
One ball and no strikes. Yeah, he puts his hand in that Cheeto bag now, he's going to lose it. 1-0. It is always amazing that if you do keep a camera on kids that age long enough, they're going to do something where you go, no, that's not my kid.
He's going to put his hand through that Cheeto bag trying to get the last couple of crumbs, let me tell you.
All right, now you got to get the orange off. I'm telling you, just wipe it on the guy's shorts.
You're seriously not going to give me one Cheeto?
Nope.
Can I lick your fingers?
That'll be a base hit in the alleyway, and it'll score one. Now the back runner is Murphy, and he's got a head of steam. So Murphy's going to score. Cedeno's got a double. He's also got 3 hits. And the Mets with 2 runs here in the 7th inning.
And Shane Lukes is running out of gas.
And Bruce Bochy's coming out.
70 outside corner. Just kind of comes right back across the middle of the plate, belt high. And Cedeno, who's having a big day, is not going to miss that gift.
So when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. We'll be back. In Sports Talk, Harris Barton's going to be on. Ray Ratto's going to be on. Tim Kawakami's going to be on. That's one show that I would watch if I wasn't on the plane. 5 o'clock. Clay Hensley's the new pitcher.
Check out the body of work for Hensley in 45 games. A workhorse, 3-3, 3.08 ERA. And last night he had a problem with his command. It hasn't happened very often this year where he has struggled with his command. Last night he did. 3 walks and a hit batsman in the 8th inning. There were 3 stolen bases and there were no runs scored. It was miraculous.
Rob Johnson takes the pitch inside. See, they're attracting friends.
Well, he brought in the kettle corn. And it's been my experience that kettle corn is a chick magnet.
Belt. Side retired here in the 7th inning. The chick magnet. Kettle corn.
It's Central tonight, 6 p.m. Right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Join Mindy Bach and Henry Wolford as they'll talk about this game. They'll talk about the 49 offense. That's right. Football season starting really to crank up here. And they'll talk about Tiger in form. All that and more tonight. AT&T U-Burst Sportsnet Central right here at Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area, 6 o'clock. Check it out. Lazy day out there in the Cove. Calm waters.
I had to tell you something.
Yes.
At this point in the game, that looks pretty good.
It does look good. So does the duck boat.
Some night you and I will go bar hopping in that thing.
I'm in.
They still do that, bar hopping?
Oh yeah. It's a great San Francisco tradition.
What street would you go to first? Union?
Union Street's a good place. I think I'd start off at the Triangle.
Okay.
You got a nice selection there.
All right.
It's pretty good right here across the street over
Yeah, I agree. 2-0 pitch to Sanchez. He pops it up. Shallow left field. This is going to be a tough play for somebody. It's foul. Talk about the triangle. There it is right there.
That is the Bermuda Triangle pop-ups. Not an easy play for anybody. Yep, Tejada kind of overran it. You're going to get a little play as that ball comes back. That's the difficulty of the play. Sun, wind. So Hector Sanchez gets a reprieve. I don't know. You know, the Financial District's a great place.
Yeah, I'd go there.
There's about 5 of them there that are good.
Any that we could take the boat into the water? Foul back.
Well, there's one that's going to open up here in a few weeks called Fish and Rock, where you can drive right up. They're going to have a pier, and that's going to be not that far from the ballpark.
Right, so we'll wait a couple of weeks.
Yeah, they should have a bar out there at Alcatraz.
Tejada is going to throw out Sanchez. One out here in the 7th. Bar hopping with Kruk and Kipe as Pagan comes up. Actually, it's sounding like I've been to the bar. Pagan's been out of the game for a couple of innings. It's Arias. That's right. The flag says the Giants are still in first place.
Now, during the course of 162 games, there are going to be days when you look like a first place team, and there's going to be days you don't look like a first place team. It's just part of it. What did Gene Mock said? You start a season off, you know you have 162 games. You know you're going to lose 60. You know you're going to win 60. That's what you do with the other 42 games that just determine your fate.
David Wright throws out Arias. Well, unfortunately, Mike, the problem is the Giants have just not had a good homestand.
And they're not used to that. This has been a pretty good place for them.
Belt is tripled and flied out. Just a bit outside.
Activity now in the Mets bullpen.
Belt shoots one foul.
Well, that'll give us something to do in the Cove. We have a winner.
Well, Scott's going to say Belt went around. I don't think Belt quite agreed with that.
All right, let's see. Did he go? No, he did not.
Two and two. And Belt out swinging to end the inning. So we will head to the 8th inning. It's 9-1 New York. All right, our Toyota game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Cedeno's had a good day. Young's had a terrific day. Melky Cabrera is 3 for 3. Barry Zito gave up a lot early, and the Mets are leading this one 9-1. So Ike Davis is going to face Clay Hensley. This is the 8th. So Davis stands in. He's got 20 home runs. He's got 60 RBIs. And he takes a strike, and it's 0-1. That's right at the belt. Swing and a miss, nothing in 2.
Changeup has really given him some fits in this series. The Giants have pitched him well.
Squirts away from Sanchez. It's a 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That's the one attribute as a player at the big league level that the major leagues will be the most patient with. And that is a guy that can hit home runs. They'll let you strike out a lot. They'll let you have a low batting average. If you hit one out of the ballpark, they will hang with you.
Slowly hit. Arias, the bare hand and the throw, and what a nice play. Throw a bullet to Bell. And Arias made that play look a lot easier than it really was.
Well, it's a good thing that he threw it up above the bell, chest high to Brandon Bell, because if he throws this thing down around the knee, he breaks a kneecap. Get a good look at it here. He wings this thing, and it had some steam on it from a short distance. Watches it right into the bare hand, and then swing right to the glove of Bell.
Here's Tejada. Tejada, a big night last night. Today he's 0 for 4. Scudero did take a hit away from him with a nice play going to his left.
You know, talking about power and how teams will wait for power. You're talking about the guy who's leading the entire major leagues in home run this year, Adam Dunn for the White Sox. He has 31 homers, 74 RBIs. I mean, that's pretty impressive. He's hitting .211. He struck out 153 times in 365 at bats.
Well, I mean, I think, Mike, attitudes have changed over the years about guys like that.
I mean, he was an all-star and hit .211.
Yeah. We saw guys like that when we played. I played against Gorman Thomas. Gorman Thomas was like that. Rob Deere.
Rob Deere, one of our old teammates. Dave Kingman, to a degree. Although he hit for a higher average than what Dunn is doing now. But still, I mean, it's the threat of a home run, which can turn around a game, and as Keith Hernandez was talking to us about earlier today, can get you back in a game when you're down early. It's a nice thing to have, but it can be painful waiting for it.
Melky Cabrera is going to come in, and he's going to knock it down on one hop. So Tejada saves his day with a base hit. And that'll bring up Andres Torres. The slumber parties tonight.
I did not know that.
Here's Torres. Wide. Yeah, well, that's about what I do around this time. Take a nap. Sometimes those slumber parties start earlier for other people. Yep. Dad moving it along.
That looks like a pretty nice ride right
It
there.
really does. Not that bumpy.
I'm in.
Low, 2 balls and a strike. Oh yeah, that's a good ride. I don't know about that one though. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Good changeup.
Ryan Vogelsong tomorrow night. Jonathan Sanchez tomorrow night. Three and two. Hit out into Triple's alley. It's Blanco and Pence. And Pence will put it away. Hunter Pence might actually find out it's kind of fun playing out in AT&T Park in right field.
Well, it's not the normal right field. And if you have spent a long time in the right fields of the National League, as he has done, you're right. It might be fun. It's definitely entertaining.
Here's David Wright. Wright swings and misses. He's been on base 3 times, a couple of walks and a base hit. And that's the one he wanted to swing at. It's 0-2.
But if you need to get someplace fast, I don't even know if that's legal.
0-2. Out of play down the right field line. Hit pretty well though.
That swing right there is so similar to that of Buster Posey's. I told you my 3 favorite swings right-handed in this league: David Wright, Buster Posey, Matt Kemp, and they all stay inside the ball, hit the ball off their back hips so well.
In the dirt, 1-2.
There's going to be quite a herd out there in the outfield tonight for the camp out. I mean, that's become a pretty nice little annual tradition.
Our kids have done it every year for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
They're any good to us for 3 days afterward.
No.
And Wright out swinging to end the inning. Brandon Crawford's going to lead things off.
Mets here in the 8th inning. So when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Elvin Ramirez, the new pitcher for the Mets. And this guy has got great stuff, and he doesn't always know where it's going. 25 base runners in 11 innings, 10 by way of the walk. But you'll see a fastball that goes mid to high 90s. It's got big-time movement, a hard slider, and a changeup. I mean, he's got all the components. He just doesn't really know where it's going. Ike Davis stays in the game. He'll play first base.
So heads up if you're Brandon Crawford.
Not comfortable with that.
Well, he's not exactly really smooth coming at you either.
Big guy. 6'3", 210-pounder out of Dominican Republic. Been with the Mets a long time. This is the 8th year that he's been in the Mets organization.
So Crawford quickly out in front. And there's a strike. The 2-1 delivery to Crawford, and Crawford fouls it off the backstop.
Oh yeah, that looks like the Alma coming in.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. The big one or the little one?
That's a great question.
Crawford shortens up his stroke just a bit.
Yep, they've got the Alma flag flying. They've got the Alma's the big boat, and the little Alma is the rowboat. Named after our stage manager, Alma Lynch. There's the little Alma.
Low to Crawford.
Yep, he's got his gamer pin. Oh yeah. It's official.
And Crawford will take the walk. All right, let's check in with Amy G.
All right, Dwayne and Mike, we just wanted to give a shout out to Bob Guerin across the diamond from the Giants. He's now the Mets bench coach, but he was the Oakland A's skipper from 2007 to 2011. And gentlemen, he has a special connection with Bruce Bochy. When Bob was a San Diego Padre, Bruce Bochy was his third base coach and his catching coach. Bob said that Bruce Bochy was always available, always funny, much like he is as a manager now, and he is not surprised at all to see Bochy have the kind of managing success that he has had. He said he was a wonderful coach. Gentlemen.
All right, good stuff. Here's Gregor Blanco, who takes a strike.
Well, humor is a big part of it. It's such a daily grind.
Down low, blocked by Johnson.
I know as I look back on the coaching staffs that I was associated with as a player, the guys that had a good sense of humor, you kind of gravitated towards those guys.
It's true. Big bouncing ball right at the end of the Mets dugout. It's a ball and a strike. Blanco came in on a double switch. This is his second at bat, and it's 2-2.
Watch your head. It's a tough place to to stand if you're 6'10" in a dugout at the big league level.
And Blanco got a piece, and Johnson just couldn't hang on.
And the new dugouts are pretty good. The older dugouts, though, he'd had no chance in Detroit, Old Wrigley Field.
Oh, he'd have a stiff back by now in the 4-game series.
6'11", I beg your pardon, John. I don't want to shortchange it. Short is not in your vocabulary.
Blanco flips one out to left, and Bay is standing and waiting. Stay tuned for the post-game wrap. That's coming up in just a bit. Mike will also talk about the game with Murph and Mac tomorrow morning on KNBR 680.
I think Brian Murphy has taken a day off. It's just going to be Mac.
Yep, I had to deal with Mac today.
Oh, yeah? How was he today?
That good. It wasn't good at all. No, it was great. Love Mac. I wanted to talk baseball. What do you think Paulie Mac wanted to talk about?
The Olympics. Jerry Garcia.
Jerry Garcia.
There you go.
Yeah, you know, Paulie wanted to talk about baseball as well. Scudero takes low. Scudero on the ground to third. Right. Cedeno. Davis. Side retired. Ninth inning coming up. On a beautiful day. 9-1 New York.
Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Eric's Deli Cafe, who reminds you to respect the pickle, sandwiches, and more with character.
Here at AT&T Park, we've got good-looking youngsters. We don't have a good-looking score, though, I can tell you that.
Well, they're pretty happy. If the little one's happy, the world is happy.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah. Gussie in the house right there. She's happy. You have to put a beeper on that one?
Well, as long as mom, dad, or grandpa and grandma are in the area, they're happy. Every once in a while, they'll take a peek to see where you're at. Hairston, some don't. They're just gone.
Yeah.
And those are the ones you got to put the beeper on.
I had a couple of those.
Here's Hairston. Hairston takes high.
One of them made for an interesting couple of hours at the Monterey Bay Aquarium.
I remember that. One ball and no strikes. Hairston takes a strike. He's been on base 3 times. He's scored 3 runs. He has been his usual pain. Foul back, get a home run rip. It's 1-2.
Yeah, I pretty much have had enough of the Hairston family. We had Jerry Hairston here with the Dodgers, had a good series, and Scott Hairston here with the Mets has picked up right where his brother left off.
Well, unless there's a trade, the Giants will not see this Hairston anymore, but they will see the other one. This is top foul. The Giants and Dodgers play 9 more times. 3 here and 6 in Los Angeles, including the last 3 games of the season. Here's the 1-2. Hairston takes low. Two and two, nobody out, 9th inning. Tap foul again. Giants have 9 more games with the Arizona Diamondbacks, who, by the way, are the hottest team in the National League West right now. And Hairston is retired. The game's in Colorado starting tomorrow night. All 3 games will be on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Tomorrow night at 5, Saturday at 4:30, Sunday at 11:30. Vogelsong against Sanchez, Bumgarner against Francis, and then Lincecum will pitch on Sunday. So check us out, Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. We'll highlight tomorrow night, pregame live at 5, first pitch right around 5:30.
Jordani Valdespin, there's the numbers, 2 for 12 so far in this series. Actually, 2 for 12 in both series here in New York. Odd that you play a team out of a Division II 4-game series, and that's what's happened this year with the Giants. 4 games in New York, 4 games here.
I don't know where that pitch was. Hensley looked in like he thought it was a strike. It's 3-0. Jason Bay is on deck. And a strike, 3-1.
Man, this guy's not easy to walk.
This is going to be tough, but now it kicks foul. And it's 3-2.
That will be an interesting game tomorrow with Ryan Vogelsong on the hill facing Jonathan Sanchez, who became a Rocky about a couple weeks ago.
He has struggled in 2 starts, but we've known Jonathan Sanchez enough that if he were to find his arm slot, he could make it really rough on you.
Yeah, he sure can.
And the 3-2 pitch is inside, ball 4. So Valdespin takes the walk. And here's Bay. Romo watching, and Bruce Bochy's coming out. This is good. Gives Romo a chance to get back out on the hill after a couple of rough spots. So when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. We'll be back.
On Comcast Sportsnet, part of the NBC Sports Group. 9-1 Mets here in the top of the 9th with 1 out. There's a new pitcher on the hill. It's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. Sergio Romo, 41st time that he's coming this year for Bruce Bochy, and this is a big outing for him. Last outing, he gave him a home run and dinged up a little bit here the last couple outings, and he needs to have one where he goes out and just does well and feels good about himself as he heads into this road trip.
There's a strike to Jason Bay, who's 1 for 4. Bay got the hit, really kind of set the tone for today. Zito got the first 2 outs in the first inning, a walk, and he hit Murphy, and then Bay dumped one into left field. And what looked like it was going to be a quick 1-2-3 first inning ended up the Mets scored 4 times.
Hey, it's Tommy's first game. Tommy, welcome. Meet.
In the dirt, it squirts away from Hector Sanchez. It's 3-1.
There's Tommy.
Tommy doesn't really care. Mom and Dad do, but
he's eating the strap. Oh yeah. Gotta watch him, or they'll eat the whole carriage.
Three and 1 to Bay. And the walk.
You're just not used to seeing Romo slump. I mean, he has, over the last couple of years, put up such incredible numbers. And his strikeout walk ratio is one of those that you just marvel at. So a leadoff walk here, and it lets you know that, I mean, it happens to the guys who are the best control pitchers. Occasionally you get out of whack.
At the knees. Romo with a fastball, no balls and 1 strike. And that's the pitch that is so effective when Romo's on his game. It's now 0-2. He got him.
There's the frisbee slider, the no-doubter that is so deceptive. Perfectly placed. He's still shaking his head over the walk. Late. Fall away. See ya. Cedeno has not been an easy guy to get out today, so that's a nice strikeout for him.
Now Cedeno with 3 hits, 5 RBIs. Here's Rob Johnson, who's 0 for 4. Swing and a miss, no balls and 1 strike. Yeah, stay with us. Don't be going anywhere. We got a guy hitting for the cycle in the 9th, and that's Melky Cabrera. I bet he goes for it too.
Absolutely, he's going to go for it.
0-2.
And if he hits on the gapper, he's not stopping.
And I don't blame him. Oh, and 2. And that's way outside. Zito, Lukes, Henley, and Romo. And it's now 2-2. Davis would hit if Johnson reaches here on this 2-2 pitch. And it's a full count.
Let's take a look at the 2-2. How far off the strike zone was it?
Well, away from the target, so it looked a lot further off than it was.
Sitting that side, he may have gotten it.
Runners go, and that's strike 3 call on a fastball. Melky Cabrera going for the cycle. 9-1 Mets. And no errors for the Giants. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts.
Our old pal Ramon Ramirez, 37th time he's taken the ball for Terry Collins, skipper of the Mets. 2-2, 4.33 ERA. And he is going to try and pitch a clean 9th to close this one out. Ramirez, a good Giant. Hated to see him go.
So Pilla's going to hit. Pill hitting before Melky Cabrera. And Pill looked like he was taking all the way, and it's no balls and one strike.
Man, right there, 3 legs of the cycle.
Pill started last night and went 0 for 3 with Jonathan Sanchez, the lefty, tomorrow. Maybe he starts at first tomorrow. One and two. Tapped to Tim Flannery.
Yep, there's your reward. You stick around to the 9th, you get a hard ball. Perfect.
Hill skies one out at the shortstop position for Tejada. 1 out.
Well, we talked about 3 legs of the cycle for Cabrera. He had an opposite field double in his first at bat in the first inning. And then he loaded on one of the gap to lead off the 4th, a triple. And then got a breaking ball, measured it out, and with 2 outs put himself on base with a single. And there's the 3 legs. 3 for 3. And this is time to try and yank. Have some fun.
Why not? 1 ball and no strikes. Monkey Cabrera did have a cycle. Won't happen as this is bounced to Cedeno. 2 outs. So it happened he hit it on this date in 2009. Here's Hunter Pence. Pence has hit 3 fly balls, 1 good enough for an RBI and a sacrifice fly. Very high, 1 ball and no strikes. Outside, 2-0. Hector Sanchez is on deck. Look out, 3-0.
Hunter Pence still looking for that first hit as a Giant.
And the walk. And Sanchez will hit.
Ramon Ramirez not too happy about that. 2-out walk.
Hector Sanchez today 2 fly balls and a ground ball to short, and he takes this one wide. 1 ball and no strikes. Drive to right. Moving back is Hairston, and that's the ball game. So the Mets come in, Mike, and they take 3 out of 4 from the Giants. And now the Giants have to shake this one off and head into Denver tomorrow night. But disappointing today for everybody involved.
Well, a disappointing homestand for the Mets. They split their 8-8 or their 8-game series with them. They go 4-4, and the hard part is losing 3 here in this time of year. So they've got to forget, and they got to get on a roll as they go out to Colorado tonight.
All right, final score: Mets 9, Giants 1. Stay tuned. Esurance Giants postgame live with interviews, and the wrap starts right now. Thanks for watching Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, and it's all part of the NBC Sports Group.